Hey everyone, back tonight with chapter 21 of Psalms, and it says this. It says, "The king rejoices in the Lord's strength." To the choir master, a psalm of David. O Lord, in your strength the king rejoices, in your salvation how greatly he exalts. You have given him his heart's desire, and have not withheld the request of his lips. For you meet him with rich blessings. You set a crown of fine gold upon his head. He asks life of you, you give it to him. Length of days forever and ever. His glory is great through your salvation, splendor and majesty you bestow on him, for you make him most blessed forever. You make him glad with the joy of your presence. For the king trusts in the Lord, and through the steadfast love of the Most High he shall not be moved. Your hand will find out all your enemies. Your right hand will find out those who hate you. You will make them a blazing oven. Let's go back to verse 8 real quick. It says, your hand will find out all your enemies. Your right hand will find out those who hate you. You will make them as a blazing oven when you appear. So, of course, when it's talking about whenever Christ returns, he's going to set this world on fire, and those who are not saved, and you hate God and continue in sin, they will burn in the glory of God. They will just burn away, pretty much. So it says here that you will make them as a blazing oven when you appear, meaning that they will be set on fire, because the glory of God will basically consume them in fire. Because Christ's glory, God's glory, it's just amazing. And for those who are saved, they will be with Christ. Those who are not saved, they will, or says verse 9, says, you will make them as a blazing oven when you appear. So those who are not saved will be set on fire, pretty much. When Christ does return, this world will be set on fire, man, to pretty much purge sin out of the world. So that Christ can recreate everything back where it was before sin entered the world, so that it will be a perfect earth. It will be heaven on earth for all eternity when Christ returns. For those who are saved, those who are not saved will be thrown into the lake of fire, along with Satan, the demons, Antichrist, false prophet, all the wicked, all those who are not saved. Anyway, it says, the Lord will swallow them up in his wrath, and fire will consume them. Verse 9, let's continue verse 9. It says, the Lord will swallow them up in his wrath, and fire will consume them. Of course, when he returns, like I was saying, God will consume those who are not saved. He will consume them, in his wrath. He will, consume them with fire. They will burn, pretty much. When he returns, those who are saved will experience, when Christ returns, those who are saved will, of course, experience, a true paradise. When Christ returns, he will, like I say, he will recreate everything back to where it was before sin entered into the world. So it'll be a perfect paradise for those who are saved. When Christ returns, but for those who are not saved, when Christ returns, they will, God, he will pour out his wrath upon those who are not saved, and they will burn like an oven. He will destroy them, pretty much. You will destroy their descendants from the earth, and their offspring from among the children of men. Though they plan evil against you, though they devise mischief, they will not succeed. For you will put them to flight. You will aim at their faces with your bows. That's just amazing. God will send his arrows upon them also to kill them off, to kill all the wicked, all the wicked people. So of course, what I was saying is, when Christ returns, he will pretty much kill the wicked. He will destroy them through his wrath, through his fire. He will destroy them. And it says right here that he will. It says for you will put them to flight. You will aim at their faces with your bows. He will even shoot them with his bows. Shoot them in their face, with his bows. It's just like I told y'all. Jesus is not some big teddy bear that these preachers want to preach now. He is a mighty warrior. He is a warrior. He's not this big old teddy bear that these preachers want to preach. He is this mighty warrior who hates his enemies and will consume them when he returns. And those that he does love, he will love and he will protect them like a loving father does. But those that he hates, his enemies, he will consume them in his wrath. As it says here. It says, be exalted, O Lord, in your strength. We will sing and praise your power. So, 21, it's just, the king rejoices in the Lord's strength, and David is just rejoicing and thanking God, for saving him, for doing, for blessing David. Like I said, for just being there for him, for loving him, for protecting him, and just being there for David. David's just giving him glory for all that, for all the good things that he's done for David. So that's 21 about David, and rejoices, in the Lord. He's, like I say, he's just thanking God for everything that God's done for him. So that's 21. We'll go to 22 here shortly.